It's a new week, which means it's a new day to continue side order. Welcome back, by the way. Last time, I think we did Callie's palette and we lost at literally the last floor. Which is...
It's been hurting.
It's been hurting. Because Callie is my favorite Splatoon character. And I let her down. But yeah. Random announcement. So, they said before...
Burger King keeps pissing me off. Apparently I can't order any of that. Assholes.
So, in the case of, like, that run, and there was another. Callie and... Shiver's palette. I'm going to save up pearls so I can continue those runs. Which I need 482 and 529. So I'm not going to be buying any upgrades for a bit. And I'm going to be playing using Pearl's palette. The dualies.
But realistically speaking, we're probably good for most of the upgrades anyways.
Probably. Although we could get one extra life. Because the max is 6 and we have 5. But I think we're good. But anyway, there's gonna be a new Splatfest. You guys might be wondering, wait, didn't Splatfest end? And you'd be right.
Except you'd also be terribly wrong.
Yeah, because they said they'd be doing the seasonal Splatfests. So Halloween, what was it? Holidays, spring, and summer.
Well, let's be honest here. They're just going to be having that stuff go on for a while until the next game comes out.
Yeah. And what surprised me about this is that they're not repeating the theme from last year. It's a new theme for Halloween.
Cool.
This theme is, what would you be in a fantasy world? Wizard, knight, or a ninja?
Wizard.
Damn. I picked ninjas because I feel like I kind of have to.
I love ninja, but let's be realistic here. They're talking about me.
Man.
And would I be athletic, or would I want to learn how to use magic?
My sister and I were like, we both kind of have to pick Team Ninjas because they're in both of our usernames.
If we're going by that logic, then I absolutely have to pick magic. Literally, most of my usernames nowadays are like Sleeping Mage, Sleeping Necromancer, just other terms for wizard. I'm a magic user.
Ugh, okay. So, oh yeah, Family Guy released their first exclusive event on Hulu. Last time I thought it meant how much you want to bet that's just like a normal 22-minute episode, just given extra special treatment.
Yeah?
It literally was a normal 22-minute episode given extra special treatment.
Damn.
It wasn't even double length like South Park's are. They just saw what they were doing and was like, okay, we can do that.
Lazy bums, huh?
You don't say. Me when I'm a Family Guy writer and try not to be lazy. Now, when I'm in a lazy competition, my opponent is a Family Guy writer.
when you want to like prove to everyone that you're lazy, but your competition outright states. So, my proudest achievement is writing for the mid seasons of Family Guy. Not even the most recent ones, which people are saying are kind of getting better. The mid seasons.
The mid season. People are saying they're kind of getting better, but I've watched it. I watched like an entire season to see if that's true. They're all just all the episodes are trying to blend together. Except now they're like, oh, they're not as much of assholes as they are to one another.
Instead, they're assholes about other cartoons.
Yeah. But now that they're treating each other like a family, they need to find something to shit talk on. And those other cartoons just don't respond to it. Because they don't have a reason to.
They're smarter.
True. And they're still salty over not having a single Emmy.
They quite literally decided to take pot shots at BoJack Horseman by claiming that it's just Family Guy but a horse. Which just tells me all they did was watch the first few episodes of season 1.
I don't think they did that because in the series, the Hollywood sign is missing the D. And I don't know when the series that's established, but when they did that.
No, I was basically just saying that like I was saying that because like season 1's known for being kind of rough compared to the rest of the show, because they hadn't really found their footing. But they didn't know what they wanted to be yet.
And then, but the D in the Hollywood sign was still there.
Yeah.
And then they shout on Rick and Morty for borrowing stuff from them. AKA time travel plots.
Even though that was like the one plot Rick and Morty didn't want to do for the longest time.
Yeah. Guys, they're just other shows. Can you guys be nice?
No.
No. Guess not. I'm not saying we took a lot from The Simpsons, but we took a lot from The Simpsons.
And even now, The Simpsons is still better.
True. Too bad it ended.
Hey, did you hear? They revived it.
Oh, wait, did they?
Yeah, what happened was they basically decided, you know what? That episode was a mistake. Let's never talk about it again.
Oh, good. I was worried they were going to cancel it before they get to the legendary season 50 in, how many, 14 years from now.
I mean, they probably will for that one, actually.
Yeah.
On the basis that at least one voice actor is probably going to be dead by then.
Maybe. Ugh. Maybe because they bought the stigma that every bad adult cartoon is a Family Guy knockoff.
Which just tells you how they don't watch other shows.
Yeah. So they think every other show is bad. And they're smarter than every other show. I don't know.
I can't even tell you.
They're coming out with a second special this December called The White Guy, and it's a Christmas special. And it's going to be another standard 22-minute episode.
In the words of Cartoonshi, I'm going to become the fucking Joker.
Yeah. And it turns out the real reason Family Guy is being held off until 2025 is because Fox would rather air Dan Harmon NFT show. Crapopolis.
Dan Harmon is a plague on this world.
And if you guys don't know who Dan Harmon is...
I mean, I love his work on Community. I'm just being pissy about the fact that he even decided to make something like an NFT show.
Yeah, he did. Already renewed up to Season 4. And I think it's only on Season 2. And I do remember a recent episode where I declared that the greatest video game of all time is Donkey Kong on the, quote, Nintendo NES. So the Nintendo Entertainment System.
It ain't even the best game in that franchise on that system. What the fuck are they on?
Hi.
How boomer-headed do you have to be to declare fucking Donkey Kong the best game on the NES?
You say boomerhead, and then they're like, so the context was Peter was showing that game to Chris. Okay, that's easy. And Chris was like, this game sucks. It's supposed to take place in a universe, which nobody fucking has ever said ever. Where's the microtransactions and game chat?
No one's asked for any of that stuff. Just generally, going by the actual standards of, if we're just going by older is better, but because that's clearly what you're going for. Let's be 100% real here. If we're going by just the games on the fucking NES, Donkey Kong ain't even the best Mario game on that on that fucking console.
I know.
Super Mario Bros. 3 fucking exists!
Oh. And another funny thing about it is that they actually bothered animate. Ugh, I spit in my eye. Animating Peter plugging in the cables to the TV. But the NES only has 2 cables and they animated 3. Yeah.
Maybe they're using the that mini NES that they came out with a few years back.
No, it's the actual NES.
As someone who's been binge watching the ABGN for a few weeks now, this pisses me off.
Probably the funniest thing is that they called it Nintendo NES. So that means, again, Nintendo Entertainment System.
Do they not even know the name?
You guys realize...
They should have known it by the fact that the next one was called the Super Nintendo.
You realize it's written by a bunch of 30-year-olds.
And you realize that 30-year-olds should have better fucking opinions on video games.
They should. But
like, if you told me a 30-year-old came up to you and told you the best game of all time is Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I'd fucking believe you. No fucking shot a 30-year-old would say Donkey Kong is the best video game of all time!
Or maybe it's...
A 40-year-old would probably do that!
I was gonna say maybe it's 40, I don't remember. And then they remake Donkey Kong in real life. And
even then, a 40-year-old probably wouldn't do it either. Because Donkey Kong came out in the 80s. So the actual person who would say that would be a 50-year-old.
True. Or they just looked up random NES games and that was the first thing that should pop up.
It wouldn't even be the first game. The first game that would pop up would be the original Super Mario Brothers.
Well, they wanted to be,
And if we're going by fucking arcades, if you're gonna go that just bullheaded at, oh, the oldest arcade games are the best ones, then how about you just say fucking Pac-Man?
Because they did Pac-Man already. Fuck.
Like, I do not really care about other people's opinions when it comes to this stuff, but I do care when writers act like fucking hacks and say shit like this.
Does anyone remember the time they like ripped NES gameplay from a YouTube channel and then they ended up copyright striking that video they stole from?
No.
Really?
I never heard of it.
So like, there's like some basketball game on the NES with a
NBA Jam? No, NES. You said NES.
NES. Yeah. I forget what it's called, but like someone uploaded like a glitch showing something on YouTube, and then like 10 years later, because they thought of this, Family Guy wrote a joke about that glitch, and they straight up stole that upload and put it in their episode. And because YouTube copyright is stupid, that led to the video being taken down due to copyright.
I hope the guy was able to fight it.
Yeah, Fox apologized and they put it back up. Pearl was incredible. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you guys aren't even gonna put in the effort to understand video games, how about you just go online, look up what is generally considered the best video game of each console, and then choose a console that you want to talk about, and then just choose that. Because trust me, if you really looked at the NES, you'd be getting stuff like Super Mario Bros. 3, The Legend of Zelda, Metroid.
Well, you see, they wanted to be subversive.
They didn't want to be subversive at all. If they wanted to be subversive, they would have gone with an actual, obscure fucking, Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Ikari Warriors, even though that's actually a Neo Geo game. It did have a Nintendo port.
Well, it counts.
Yeah. Just something that, would make sense for being subversive. You don't be subversive by just choosing the fucking, not even the first game people think of when it comes to the Nintendo console, but rather the 50th one on the basis that it's a port of an arcade game that was already well known for being from this company. Hell, if you wanted to be even more subversive, how about using the original Mario Brothers? You know that game where they go around killing fucking turtles and crabs and trying to knock it into each other?
Yeah. You say that as if they're smart. Ugh.
Hell, lean on how dumb fucking Chris is. How about you use fucking Mario's Missing or something like that?
Oh yeah, that.
If you wanted to be subversive by choosing a game that no one would ever think of as good, use something that people know is crap, but would also be something that people would easily be able to see someone like Chris being stupid enough to like.
Ugh.
Don't just choose a game that ended up getting released on basically every console at the time because it came out before Nintendo even decided to have a console. But yeah, if you didn't know, Donkey Kong
I did know. It's on the Atari, at least.
It's on multiple consoles because, at that time, Nintendo didn't have a console.
I know Donkey Kong on the Atari is, where all the generic video game sound effects come from.
Yep, which tells you everything you need to know.
Let's see.
Hell, if you actually wanted to be based, you could have actually gone with a game people would unironically tell you, oh yeah, that's the best game of all time, like Final Fantasy VII, Chrono Trigger, or quite literally, if you wanted to be even more recent, go with something like Halo 3. While you didn't like it, most people consider it the best.
I liked Halo 3.
Specifically for multiplayer purposes. Yeah. But just generally, there are a bunch of other games that people will generally agree with you if you say the best game of all time, and you can easily look them up, and people will basically say, yeah, that's a decent choice. But if you say something like Donkey Kong on the NES, a game which, to be clear, Not even the best version of Donkey Kong. Just, it basically shows that it gives it away. You don't give a shit about this. You're just using a fucking trending title. Well, not even trending. You're using a title that you remember because you remember the arcade scene, but you wanted to talk about consoles, so you decided to say, I mean, it was on the NES, so might as well say that that's the best.
I guess. What else? Fuck. Go away.
You'd think I wouldn't have such strong opinions about this stuff, but no, I do.
You know, it's just part of being pretentious.
Yeah. But it just reeks of shit like Dorkly or the fucking machinima jokes.
They would.
Fucking Sonic for Hire type shit.
They probably would.
Man, yeah, absolutely no Dorkly fucking would.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time Family Guy was pretentious, I'd be rich.
I feel bad for fucking Seth MacFarlane because he has a terrible reputation for being a pretentious asshole thanks to that show.
Yeah.
He doesn't even work on it outside of voicing nowadays.
Yeah.
But like everyone looks at like the fact that Brian's his fucking quote unquote voice piece and shit like that, and like, oh, okay, so Seth MacFarlane's a fucking pretentious asshole. When if you ask Seth MacFarlane, he probably would give you an actual answer as to what video game he'd think was the best game of all time. Because you can tell by shit like Ted and stuff like that, he does at least play it himself.
Yeah.
He'd have his own opinion.
Almost. See, I decided to watch one of Family Guy's most pretentious episodes to see how bad it was.
Meanwhile, while he was doing that, I was just playing Stick of Truth.
Yeah. There are two kinds of people. Ow. Ow. Double ow. And yeah, it's bad.
I'll say this. That ain't to say South Park is innocent. South Park can also be very fucking pretentious. Look at the way they handled global warming before people realized global climate change was an actual fucking issue.
Yeah.
I said, if you notice, I changed it because what I said because back when they were talking about it, everyone called it global warming, but now people realize it ain't just everything's gonna get hotter. It's literally just the weather's gonna change fucking drastically. Get used to it. And nowadays, people have to deal with the fact that over in Florida, a Category 5 hurricane just hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of weird seeing Al Gore be treated the way that he is in Stick of Truth.
Yeah.
Because it definitely takes place before the Man Bear Pig episode, episodes that essentially vindicated him in universe.
I got don't jump on a tower level twice in a row. Going down.
You could maybe use the fucking trampolines.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Line him up.
Yep, looks like you can.
Come on. Oh, we made it.
But yeah, if I ever get my hands on the writer of that episode, it's on site.
On site, you say? I just did 2 towers in a row, so this is my only option.
Yeah. That's a joke, by the way. I'm not about to assault anybody.
Or are you? No.
No.
Legally, we can't say we can't. We will.
And also, just generally, I wouldn't do that anyways.
Oh, 2 splat zones.
As much as I get angry about that kind of stuff, I'm not about to, assault or, actually threaten people.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking maniac. Contrary to what some people believed in middle and high school.
So yeah, moral of the story is Family Guy a good show?
No.
No.
Why would you even think that?
I don't know. Some people like it.
Yeah. Hell, one of my favorite YouTubers loves it. I'm not about to agree.
The Family Guy funny moments.
I don't care about them.
I know. Define.
Shit just feels like Robot Chicken to me.
I've never watched Robot Chicken. Apart from like a select few clips.
Robot Chicken is basically just as guilty as of all this terrible pop culture, but we don't really understand it and anything outside of the 80s and maybe the 90s kind of jokes. That's the stuff I make fun of for dorkly from doing.
The Family Guy hates Robot Chicken.
The thing I'm gonna give Robot Chicken over Family Guy is
that's
animation.
Family Guy's animation is all stiff, and somehow still takes many years to make.
Robot Chicken quite literally uses stop motion and effects to keep it looking like stop motion.
And also the Robot Chicken character is a joke because the creator is the voice of Chris.
Yep. I have many issues with Robot Chicken as a franchise. That does not change the fact that I still find some clips funny, and it also doesn't change the fact that generally I respect the craft.
I remember once I got in trouble as a kid for watching Robot Chicken.
I thought that shit was hilarious when I was a kid. Granted, that's also the same time when I was able to find stuff like dorkly funny. It's not even a joke. I watched Machinima quite often, and Sonic for Hire was a show that I watched multiple seasons of.
I don't even know what that is.
You're better off not knowing, realistically speaking.
Probably.
It's basically, think one of those series about losers who do terrible shit but always somehow come out on top on some level, and then just have the main character be played by Sonic for no reason.
Because Sonic's a punching bag.
Sonic was a punching bag because at the time there hadn't been quote unquote a good game in years. Because it's written by people who thought the last good game was Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Unironically. Shadow appeared once in that entire franchise and then got killed off immediately. And they didn't even, use a proper Shadow sprite. They just recolored their Sonic sprite and, they didn't even recolor it properly, and then they killed him off because they had no thoughts or opinions on him. Because, like I mentioned, this was a series written by people whose last experience with Sonic was Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah. I think I've heard enough on that.
And you can tell it's that because not only is Knuckles a major character, but whenever Amy appears, she's in the appearance she had on Sonic's CD.
That's old.
Yeah.
And when did this come out?
It's technically it's been going for a while. It technically
Wait, it's still going.
it had a spin-off series. I don't know if it's still going on like that, but it has been going on for a while.
Damn.
I'll tell you this, though, it was definitely around during the Machinima era. I could actually look it up right now.
Go away. My ball. What's worse, though? The Family Guy writers trying to be hip with the kids, like video game references.
By the way, you want to know how they reacted to... Because the whole joke is that it's based off of the idea that Sonic hasn't had good games in ages.
Yeah.
You want to know how they reacted to Sonic Mania's existence?
How?
By claiming that, like, the Sonic and Tails from that game were actors and then they killed them off. Originally, it ran from 2011 to 2013 and then got picked up again on 2019.
Why?
I have no idea. Oh yeah, no, it was. I think it might have actually been in response to Mania since... Yeah, that was a thing. I mostly remember it because, one, I remember it, and two, out of curiosity, when I saw someone talking about, like, Sonic for Hire on YouTube, on a YouTube video, I said, no, I haven't thought about that series in ages. I might as well see what happened after I stopped watching. Which was essentially a season or two before the final season from the original run. And then I found out that it was still going. I was like, this shit's still going?
Still.
Yes. Where did I get my...
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bombs away! I just beat the boss.
Cool.
Okay.
So, right now as we're like on the topic of dunking on these animations, You ever get disturbed by, like, their off-brand models?
Sometimes.
Like, just... There's something off about them. And you can tell because, like, they're definitely based off of a certain, like, video games models, but, like, they never look quite right.
Yeah. Covers one life, yes.
Can't special drop.
Yep. So what's dumber? Family Guy writers trying to be hip and cool with the kids with their epic video game references? Or Family Guy writers trying to be topical with political commentary?
Considering how they are of the opinion that people apparently wanted microtransactions, hip and cool.
Yeah. And I know I said I'll ban politics if we have nothing new to say, but I'll make an exception just this once. So, I watched the Family Guy episode where they just shit on Donald Trump for like 22 minutes. Because I heard it was bad, and I want to see how bad it got.
Well, I had the feeling the only people calling it bad were people who are on his side.
No, people who were against him was calling it bad.
Oh, damn. Then it must have been bad.
Yeah. Like... Alright.
So, what the fuck did they do?
They've already admitted...
How have you pissed off both sides of the rail?
They've already admitted on being way too late to this topic. All the jokes about him were just pretty much everything
already said.
Yeah, like, oh, he has orange, he's orange. He has a wig. He has tiny hands.
Stuff that people haven't even said since like 2016, really.
He talks like this, very, moves his hands like that.
To be fair, there's a reason why, like, the fact that I mentioned that everyone's kind of already been sick and tired of those jokes, even though, like, everyone hates them, is probably the exact reason why everyone's moved on to making fun of Vance.
Yeah.
The couch fucker.
Couch fucker, 69. So I was like, and like, man, what else do they have to say?
Anything?
Peter saying he can't get an erection while on CNN.
So they had absolutely nothing, huh?
They played 2 random live-action clips for no reason. As they do.
Was it Conway Twitty again?
No. It was like a foreign movie and they just changed the subtitles.
Again, the clearest sign that they literally have nothing.
And I looked at the ratings for this. It's got 4 million viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, oh, they're talking about Donald Duck. I have to see what they have to say.
I'm sorry, but if I'm even sick and tired of South Park talking about him, I'm sick and tired of everyone talking about him.
South Park even said there's nothing new to say anymore. But this episode is also the origin of Bob's Burgers. Looks like it was animated in a moving car.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. And then they tried to say Bob's Burgers is bad because they had Donald Trump like it.
Could have killed these fuckers. That's a joke again.
And then at some point, they make a bunch of very specific references to political figures, and at some point they cut to Brian saying like, "Hi, I'm Brian Griffin. They let me write some of the liberal jokes in this episode because I'm a liberal."
Motherfucker, if you're actually liberal, you'd know that most people wouldn't want you to be making these jokes and would rather be, actually talking about some of the issues that are going on in the country.
And for context, this episode aired in 2019. I believe in January.
God.
And then they have an epic chick.
Like, if you wanted to actually talk shit about him, that was during his presidency. Why did you actually talk shit about him, About what he's been doing to the country?
Because they started writing this episode like 2 years in advance.
Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
Family Guy animation takes a stupidly long time to make for some reason, despite how stiff it is, which is probably my biggest criticism of the show. And then they ended off by having an epic 4-minute chicken fight between Peter and Trump.
I'm of the personal opinion that it's probably because they keep on adding new shit all the time.
Yeah.
And making new models, it takes a lot of time and shit.
I don't know if they draw it by...
Especially because they always constantly make new shit for their fucking cutaways.
Yeah.
Which is probably what's actually taking the most amount of time for the animation.
And I don't know whether they still animate things by hand or if it's just in Flash now.
Well, it's definitely not in Flash.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, Flash has been dead for literal years.
Yeah.
It's a defunct program.
Ugh. Then they had 4-minute chicken fight, and there was a scene where they end up in Congress, and one side punches the other, and it leads to one side of the house cheering, and the other just staying quiet, and when the other one punches, it's the other way around, and then it cuts to Chris saying, "I wrote that one! Why are we so damn divided, America?"
You ever notice that the people constantly talking about how divided we are and how we have to unite tend to be the same people who are constantly saying shit like, "Oh, this minority group is wrong and shouldn't be allowed in the country"?
No.
Well, it happens a lot more than you think, especially country singers.
That water's cold.
Like, country singers will actually are some of the people who say that shit the most, but then they'll do stuff like go, I don't know, literally like be pro-Trump.
Yeah. And then shit. And then they end the episode by spending like a full minute with the Griffins on the couch staring into the camera saying, "Hey, did you know our president endorsed a pedophile for Senate?" And like they don't even move.
Well, it's true. This feels like that Quagmire, you're a rapist joke.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but how about you actually say something about it instead of just saying it?
Fuck. Good thing there's a vending machine next floor. So yeah. And
Granted, Fox wouldn't allow that, let's be honest.
Fox Network is run by different people than Fox News. And this was pre-Disney. And even then, that was true.
That doesn't change the fact that Rupert Murdoch definitely had power during that time.
Maybe. Also, there's a weird part of every Fox contract saying they're not allowed to censor jokes made about the network. Which is funny.
Yep.
But yeah, as I mentioned, not many people like that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Again, on both sides, so you know you messed up. Also, before moving on, I saw...
The last thing I see that episode is definitely... I say this with no joke. That show looks like it was written...
Animated a moving car, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
You're just jealous because it has more expressive animation than your show ever will. I'm gonna start saving my coins for a retry. And before we move on, I did see a bunch of a bunch of Trumpers outside Hillsdale protesting recently.
Yeah. They've been trying to take over California, which is weird.
It's not gonna work.
It really isn't.
Anyway, on to normal discussions. Pokemon Charlotte sucks.
We already made that joke.
I know. It's decent. I have Hoppip Evolved form. I think it's called Hoppip. I don't know. It's pink and had colors.
It's definitely Hoppip.
Yeah, but it evolves, so it's whatever the evolution is.
Yeah.
I have Lechonk on my party. Quaxley, but that's evolved into Quaxwell, I think it's called. Who else? Palmy.
Of course. Palmy's easily the most well-liked Pika clone.
I have a Palmy army. There's two others, I think. I forget the fifth one, and the sixth is a lowland Grimer. Grimer. Do I want to torture myself or torture myself? I'll torture myself. Yeah, so far so good. It definitely was not made for the Switch 1 in mind. Never mind, I'm not doing this.
What do you think it had it in mind?
Switch 2.
No.
Switch Pro.
Maybe.
PS5.
We'll get back to the topic of the Switch 2 later when I'm done eating.
Armor. Cha-ching. Other side. Man, anytime like the show tries to write a video game reference, it comes off as lame and forced. They lost me. Anyway, I was watching more of that Danganronpa Let's Play I was watching. I finished it, and he said this game is the most awesome game I've ever played.
This feels like a lie.
And when it was revealed that like the headmaster is Kyoko's father, he was like, "I called it," because he did call it.
Yeah.
And then he got to the mastermind reveal, and he was like, "So that's why I see fan art of Junko everywhere. There's no way she should have died that early."
That's actually fair.
Yeah. And then he said that Junto was just Adachi if he was a hot woman.
Bold but fair.
What? Or a bear?
Bold but fair.
Bold but fair. I see.
They both act like the fucking Joker.
Yeah. But he's like, I can fix her. And then he moved on to Danganronpa 2. And he recognized Hajime's voice as Johnny on Bosch. And he was like, oh my god, is that Adachi?
Huh.
But then he said, no, Naruto was Adachi.
Personality-wise, that's more correct, but no, Hajime is Adachi.
Yeah. And he was confused by Bianchi at the end there.
Fair enough.
He thought it was his brother at first.
I can believe it, especially considering the sheer amount of people who apparently in the Bianchi family.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And he really did not like Tero and was very glad he died.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, fuck Tero. Shit. There you go. Shit. So slow. There.
You missed out on the last piece of the disc.
Where?
No, like it disappeared.
Damn it. I could really use that disc.
Right when you jumped onto the platform, when you turn around to jump onto it, I saw the third piece of the disc on that platform, and it disappeared right as you jumped.
Ouch. I will say that is painful. I didn't even know I had two pieces. Oh my god, they don't stop coming! Splatoon, they're fun. Oh yeah. I'm more surprised I haven't lost a life yet.
Yeah.
Not to jinx it or anything. No, I didn't lose control. 3, 2, 1, 0. I did it. 7 minutes and 31 seconds. Okay. This one might be easier. So, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I know this map. Do you think if Kaede was the protagonist throughout all of V3, the game would be more fondly remembered?
Probably, actually.
But the ending is still the same.
Well, the thing is, more people like Kaede than they do Shuichi.
That is true.
Like, personally, I don't really care for Shuichi.
He's okay in my opinion.
That's basically what's said.
Like, I like him, but
I don't really care about him.
yeah, Kaede is better.
Like, much better, really.
Yeah. And people point to that as like the main reason why they thought Danganronpa S was going to be a super big secret killing game between all three classes and plus ultra disparables because they cannot trust Spike Chunsoft marketing after V3. But no, it was exactly as advertised. Although there is a very small bug flying around me, and it's going to be really annoying.
You ever think of like how V3 was recepted in universe?
Yeah.
Like how do you think people feel about V3 in that universe?
Well, at the end they were like, you know what? I don't want more Danganronpa.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean. Like, what's their opinion on the characters and stuff like that?
Good question.
Anyways, now that I'm done, I can talk about the Switch 2. So, we know for a fact that it probably wasn't for the Switch 2 because of what we now know from the Terror Leak.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean the next generation is being built for Switch 2.
And it'll also be on Switch 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Pokemon's too big.
Well, actually, it's up in the air. There's some speculation from like the leaker that it isn't like the game is being built for Switch 1, but they're testing it just in case like they have to. Like if they can, and if they can't, well they won't.
Shit.
Because he described it as like a test build.
I see. They say not to move in swim form. So that means I'm going to have to take things slow and steady.
Or you could say fuck it.
It depends on how bad the situation is. Thankfully, using your specials does refill all your ink. Yeah.
And also, luckily for you, you have the dualies.
That's true. That is my main weapon.
And I was gonna say because it gives you a maneuverability option that you wouldn't have otherwise.
That is also true. And also, like, I think I bought enough upgrades in this run that I'm not using that much ink. Going down. And I saw that disc piece despawn. I'm sad. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, over there. Turn around, to the left.
To the left. Uh-oh. Okay, emergency. You know, thank God for checkpoints.
Ah, fuck.
Okay. Okay, now I see where it's going. I wonder... So now we know at least Pokemon... Like, Gen 10 got codename Game K and Game N.
Yeah.
Which means...
With its actual codename being Gaia.
Which means... Ketamine and Nicotine are the next Pokemon games.
People are speculating it's Grease.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know what letters would fit K and N.
Some people are speculating like gods and stuff like that. But realistically speaking, chances are those are just placeholder names and aren't actually going to be like related to the actual names.
Probably.
One thing we do know is that Scarlet and Violet are essentially one of the few games we don't really have any data from.
Yeah, Source Code for Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black 2, and White 2 got out.
Yeah, but the reason we don't have anything from Scarlet and Violet is because they got kicked out of the system right as they were downloading that stuff.
I have 5,000 coins, which should be enough for a retry. But still, I hope I don't have to do it. So yeah, what I'm doing in Scarlet, we'll probably do the opposite in Violet. Like, I went west in Scarlet, so I'll probably go east.
The funny part is I already went east on my playthrough.
Then we'll go north.
No, in reality, you're kind of meant to just keep going back and forth.
Then I'll just go east. Because it's something I haven't seen. Oh, that I didn't.
Yeah, but it's like, after a while, if you kept going west, the level will start feeding out at you, because you're meant to... Like, the recommended way is basically going one way, then the other afterwards. It's weird.
That is weird. Okay, this is going smooth. Blue. Run. This is going smooth. I'm about to fucking die. And then, as I said, we're gonna catch a Pommy, and we'll nickname it Big Boss. And it'll be the leader of the Pommy army. I only nickname Pokemon if I can think of a funny enough name for it. Which doesn't happen often.
I'm surprised you didn't bother tagging that one.
I'm an idiot.
You missed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Well, you better get to it before it starts.
Done. Okay. We'll go for one farther from the smallest because, you know, and then the lasers happen. Okay, now we run.
Honestly, that one's always the one that gives you the most trouble, so it's best to just take it out now.
I'll take that. Plus, it's almost dead. Whee! Do you think they're gonna retcon the V3 ending if they make a new game?
I don't know. Nor do I think there will be a new...
True.
Especially because the creators left.
Yeah, but he said he wants to go back to it eventually. Eventually.
But yeah, best to take the ones on the inner circle right now because
Done.
they're always the one that takes you out the most.
Yeah. Nowadays, no one can talk about V3 without mentioning its ending.
That was always the case.
Because it's bad. Yeah.
Anytime B3 came up, even after it originally came out, all everyone talked about was the ending.
Yeah. I mean, something with that new game, that's basically like Fire Emblem. And that just tells me, okay, you really want to make a Danganronpa game, but you don't want to make a Danganronpa game. They did say you'll have control over who dies in it, though. So if you don't like someone, they can die.
You have a special.
I do. Oh yeah. I have another one. I missed.
Just one last, I think.
Well, two, but it's one.
Fortunately for you, the lasers are coming.
Special! Damn. Getting specials. Okay. Let's not fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. Okay, I'm good.
Get good in there.
But the lasers. Fuck. Using this. Fuck! Damn it. That's dumb.
Again, definitely take the first one out. Don't run away, it's almost dead.
I know. Armor. Go! Disc. Where'd it go? That way. Down. Disc. Down. Specials. I hear the lasers. If I died this far with my main weapon, I'm calling it. Okay, it's over there. Let's go down! I didn't mean to cancel that early, but now I have another special. And another one! I missed.
You have another gun.
Yeah, but those things are... He's launching the same thing, so I'm going around. It's not running away, it's my strategy.
It's absolutely running low.
That's right.
Use it. Special.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No. Now I have another one. And the third disc piece. Perfect. Stunned. Come on. Oh, I'm behind it. Come on. Oh my. You know what, let's run. Launch that top. And I killed it. Look at that, I'm so good at this game, I didn't even struggle once. That's a blatant lie. Alright, we spanked you yet again. Dude. Sweet, take no prisoners pearl is my favorite pearl.
Just kiss already!
I have a hard part and I'm a good AI teaches sponsors, so I'll tell you a little bit. In their hearts, all the Yakuza news about the members shared a philosophy. It wasn't conscious, but somewhere inside they all wanted a world that would never change. So you're saying those desires got mixed in the members, and that's how Order was born? What do the Order world that change to them? That's a good question, and you means are never gonna know the answer. Yeah, this one's tough enough to crack. Ta-da! 25,000! Wasted 256 pearls. I did retry one of those runs.
Let's try the oldest 30 run because let's be honest
Yeah.
here, that one's bound to disappear if we do enough runs.
Yeah. Do you get it?
Hey, remember to
Crack open one of these lockers? Nice. A banner.
Cool.
Ooh, indeed. We'll do it in this episode, since making it its single episode would just kind of be dumb.
The oldest one.
Yeah, this is it. So, it would cost 529 pearls to retry, and so rush attack, poison name, training, homing shots, drone. I think we can do this. My pearls! So, I do hope it gives us 5 lives.
It did.
Okay, yeah, it does. That's relieving.
Just remember the strategy from now on is make sure to take out the inner one always first because you used to leave it all the way up to the last and it always got you killed.
Yeah, I did. Why do you keep coming back? What are we gonna do? You dum-dums are in trouble. Can't we talk this out? Kindly shut your trap. I even say it's that backstabbing meanie, Moina. So there. Everyone's wish to shut up. Alright. If you guys thought one Overlord or boss fight in a video was enough.
Hell, if we had enough, we'd probably be able to do 3.
2. I think I might stop after this and jump to Left 4 Dead. Because this is... I did say 2 runs per day, and this is kind of 2 runs, so...
Then the fact that we got our asses kicked last time and we had to leave.
Yeah. I thought about skipping that level, but I decided, you know what? We're gamers. We can power through that.
We're not doing the whole thing, though.
Yeah, we're just starting from the last level.
I don't care about achievements. Yeah. I want my fucking get back, though.
And if I can just get that achievement in my own time, so... Ta-da! Okay, phase 1 done. Also, you guys saw how I struggled with this side of a run.
Yeah, this one was surprisingly probably the hardest one on you, just purely by level.
Yeah. Because the dualies, at least in this, have a slower rate of fire than the dualies I use in multiplayer. And I think that's kind of the point to encourage you to buy fast rate of fire, or get fast rate of fire upgrade kits.
Okay, that...
What?
It just means like the fucking special a lot stronger than it used to be, because...
It might be. I think there are damage increase upgrades, so...
do you remember to get rid of the first one first before it,
Yeah. Where are you?
Other side. Kinda has to be.
Uh-oh.
I know we probably used it mostly on these, but...
Yeah. Also, this special I have is better than the last one. Just saying.
Yeah. And well, I think it's because we kept using the special on the fucking things, and that led to like us never having it by the time we got to the Overlorder.
Yeah.
So probably best to stop using it now to make sure that we have a shot at the Overlorder's final health bar.
Yeah. Third disc piece. Step off. Pewy.
So...
Alright, it's gonna crack open. Uh-oh. And I think I won.
This really does bring up how you lost on this in that run.
Yeah. That took 5 minutes.
You realistically should have won.
Yeah.
I think I was right, because that was the first time I really noticed how often you left the inner one to last.
Yeah.
And how often you got fucking swarmed by everything because of it.
Wah. Don't cry.
Because the inner one always has the protection of both the enemies and Overlorder, since it's right next to him.
Yeah. Do we still get the Pearl Reward? Same amount of pearls as we would get for trading one go? Yep. That's convenient.
Do you think that we'd be able to like afford that the other one?
Probably not, but...
Let's check at the very least.
Yeah. First... Dev Diary. So I have 464, and that would cost 482. We're
barely not making it.
Damn. Well.
Let's check.
Yeah. So, let's check these. I saw this Shiver person called Giant Beast Master, the shark. But I didn't see this master teaching her any weapons. Maybe just so-called Shiver just trying to suck it up.
Suck
up to it, I meant. Not okay. Flatterers like her, I thought that said flat earthers, can never truly be trusted. Her chaotic lives must be punished. Ugh. Did you know I study my enemies' moves in the name of order? Thanks to the digital tidbits those jerks send me, I watch all the live streams of their shows. Then I check the VODs to examine every detail of their every move. Curse that Poro. She's too cool in a virtual world program by Marina.
Yeah. Actually, we might be. I don't think we. There might be a chance that we can redo one of the ones that like we died late in, but not at the boss.
That's Maurice.
Yeah.
Should we do that or nah?
Because that Overlord fight basically got taken care of damn near immediately. Let's see if we'd be able to afford Marie.
365. But do I really want to right now? Screw it. We have time.